Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another Sunday reset video. In today's video we have some just general cleaning to do. The house is actually pretty clean. I just hosted my first annual cookie exchange this week, so I did a lot of pre-cleaning for that, and so it's really not that bad. It's just a matter of kind of cleaning it back up, wiping it down. I want to clean up my laundry room. I really need to do a little bit of dusting. I've kind of fallen behind on the dusting, and really just kind of get the house ready for a very busy upcoming week. It is going to be the week of Christmas. I cannot believe that it's already here. Let me know down below if you guys are ready. Do you feel like you've been in the Christmas season and spirit for a long time and you're just like, it's about time it's here? Or if you're like me, where you're just like, well, that sprung up out of nowhere. That escalated quickly. We are still trying to get the last of our shopping done. Just have a few more gifts to get and just a couple more things to get done before we enjoy the holidays. So if you guys need to get a few things done on your list before you enjoy the holiday, then this video is for you. Grab a snack, a cozy cup of something yummy, and let's get into it. To get us started today, I am going to be dusting in my living room. This is one thing I did not get done before the cookie exchange, and the more I thought about it, the more I probably should have done this. Sometimes we spend our times doing things that we think people are going to notice instead of the things that really matter, like dusting. I will say nobody once commented on how my home looked, so I don't think anybody thought it was dirty by any means, but we always notice the things that need to get done before other people. So I'm just going to use this long dusting tool here to just dust. I did need to give the sideboard a good wipe down, but things do get dusty. I do have a lot of animals, a lot of children, a lot of people and living things in this house, so it happens. I do also need to go in and give my doors a good wipe down. I was looking through them. There's definitely a lot of like cleaning that needs to happen on things that I don't get cleaned very often, like the doors, the baseboards, the walls, the blinds, those types of things. So definitely something I need to be working on coming up in a future video. I run my robot vacuum every single day. It's just a great way to end the night, keeps the floors nice and vacuumed. However, it cannot get under my sideboard here because of the wood across the bottom. So I just added the little tiny nozzle here to my Dyson, and I'm just vacuuming up all of the debris from underneath the sideboard as well as the top of the baseboard. This just makes a huge difference, and like I said, things just collect, lots of dust and animals and people, lots of things to collect underneath the sideboard. So making sure I give it a good vacuum is important, as well as a good wipe down. I use the Method wood cleaner on my sideboard. Not only does it have a lovely almond scent, but it gives my furniture just a really nice shine. So that's what I'm using here, and I love this piece of furniture. I know I talk about it every time it's featured in a video. This was such a find. I found this on Amazon Marketplace for $25. I painted it this beautiful milk paint color in the color linen, and I just love it. It just gives such a nice vintage feel here to the living room. It's such a cozy piece of furniture, and I am absolutely in love with it. I am also giving my sofa table a nice little wipe down. Now for this piece of furniture, I did not spray the method cleaner directly onto the piece of furniture. I sprayed it onto my rag, and that's simply because this piece is definitely a little bit more fragile when it comes to wet materials. So did not want to leave any marks on the natural oak. So just going to go ahead and give that a wipe down as well. And then we're going to move over to the shelf where my stockings are and give that a little dusting as well. I have to be honest with you, as Christmas gets closer and closer, and the idea that I have to take all of this down already gets closer and closer, I'm just not ready. Normally in years past, I have been ready to get my Christmas stuff down and have a fresh start, but I am so happy with the way that the decor looks this year. I'm just not ready for it to come down. I don't know. It just, all the reds and the warm colors from the lights, I just love it. It's not something that I want up all the time, but it does give such a cozy vibe. So we keep our decorations up through at least January 6th for all Three Kings days. So definitely isn't coming down anytime soon, but it is around the corner, and thinking about how fast this season flew by, I know it's going to be here before I know it. We've been doing a lot of our Christmas shopping this year online. It's kind of crazy. I don't really prefer it for a number of reasons. Number one is the amount of boxes that I end up with. Man, I wish there were a way to do online shopping and not have all of the boxes. If I could do that, I think I would do it more often. It is very convenient, and I feel like, you definitely can find anything that you might need or want, but the boxes that pile up is out of control. I'm staring at a pile right now in my room, and there's not enough room in my recycle bin for all of the things that we recycle every day, plus all of these boxes. So as much as I appreciate online shopping, I wish there was a way to do it without so much waste. Just going to take a second now to dust off my washer and my dryer and my little counter in here. This is just something I don't do very often, so giving this a good wipe down. And if you haven't done this in your laundry room in a while, this is your reminder. next up, we're going to work in my bathroom. Now, last Sunday reset, I talked to you about the rust stains that I get from my hard water, and I had a lot of great recommendations, one of which to try this Iron Out. It's literally called Iron Out, and it's for hard water stains. I had gone on to Amazon after filming that video and was looking for things, and this was one of the things I found. So I actually had ordered it before it got recommended, but then I saw it recommended and I thought, okay, good. So somebody else has tried it, but the pictures in the reviews on Amazon were just amazing. So I had really high hopes. I will say getting it sprayed in the toilet is really hard, but look at that. Like, it was making such a huge difference already. And it does say you just have to spray and let it sit. But I was so eager to get the toilet clean that I just kept scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing. But I did eventually just spray it and let it sit. And then I went back to it a few hours later and the toilet was completely white. So this stuff definitely works if you get hard water stains in your shower or toilet or sinks. I would highly recommend giving this a try. It is getting a 5-star rating from me on Amazon for sure, and I'm excited to use it in my shower. I'm now moving on to my kitchen. I'm showing you the voting ballots from our Christmas exchange, and it was so much fun, you guys. I know I've already said this a couple of times, but it was such a blast, such a great group of ladies. I had my neighborhood crew as well as my work friends, and it was so perfect. We did have a few people that weren't able to make it because they were sick. So, that's the time of year. I definitely want to make sure that they get their ornament anyway. But it was just so fun. I did decide to keep the voting ballots because I think I'm going to like to look at those over the years. I like to look at previous year's Christmas cards. So I think I'm going to hold on to those. And, eventually when I've been doing this for 20 years, it'll be fun to look back at the very first one we ever had. And I'm just really looking forward to doing it again next year. It was so much fun. Everybody had a blast. And I love having hosting events in my home. That's why we designed our house the way that we did, was so that we could entertain. And I really look forward to doing it again next year, even though it just happened. We had a ridiculous amount of cookies for sure, and I've got a whole bunch of them on my counter, which you can see over there, but it was wonderful. I got a bunch of bottles of wine from friends of mine that gifted those as hostess gifts. That was so lovely. So we are set for the holiday, and I can't wait to do it again. I'm going to go ahead and dust off my lamps. These were what I noticed at my party. Now, these do definitely get dusty, so if that is not something that isn't going to drive you crazy, don't ever get clear lamps like this. But I love these lamps. I think that they look really high end, although they were extremely affordable. They're from Amazon. They are listed in my Amazon storefront, which is linked down below. They were like $80 each. I think they were super affordable, but I just think they're beautiful. I love the size. I just think they look really high end. So I'm not going to replace them. I just need to make sure that I clean them a little bit more often than I currently do. So now that those are dusted, I'm going to go ahead and wipe down the counters. I'm also going to wipe down my stools just in an effort to get things dusted. And once I'm done with all of this dusting, I'll run the vacuum and it'll just collect all the stuff that we dusted today, and that'll make a big difference. I did decide to leave the gingerbread houses up from the party. I just adore how they look. I think they give such an anthropology vibe. I got a lot of compliments on them at the Christmas cookie exchange. So they're going to stay up there for the rest of the season. Maybe not through January 6th. We'll see, but they're definitely staying through Christmas. moving into my dining room, first thing you might notice is that I have a new table runner. I did purchase this at Michael's. It was 60% off, and I liked the color that it brought. I just love a lot of red for Christmas. So I am grabbing all of the trays that I have over here. I had a bunch of cake stands with cookies on them. And I did have my wooden 2-tiered tray there from Michael's. I used that for the cookie exchange as well. But I decided that I wanted to leave it out on the table. It looked really cute. So I'm just going to fiddle around with the tiered tray now. I brought over those little tree picks for the charcuterie board that I did for the cookie exchange, and I decided to leave them over here. I liked the cute element that they brought to the table. So again, just wanting a really full, cozy feeling, and a tiered tray will help you achieve that full feeling no matter where you're putting them. I did buy eucalyptus, real eucalyptus for the party, and I had it kind of spread out across the butcher paper as decor in between all of the cookies. And so I'm just using that as filler now on the tiered tray, and I'm going to use whatever I have left over in that pitcher there to just fill out that pitcher with the cedar, and I think it looks really beautiful. I love silver dollar eucalyptus. It's my absolute favorite greenery, and I just think that it looks really modern and chic in anything that you put it in. It also dries incredibly well, so if you do end up using this, like I'm using it here without water, it will dry nicely and it will stay perfectly fine. It really does not look very different. It might shrink just a tad and look a little bit dull, but it still looks absolutely beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and put some cookies on this tray here from the cookie exchange. My neighbor Sarah made these. They were a s'mores cookie. My kids adored them. They were giant, like a crumble cookie, which might also be why my kids loved them. But I'm going to go ahead and put these here on the tray. They didn't even last the day. They are all gone as of this morning, but that's the reason they're there, right? The last area that needs a good wipe down is my coffee bar. We used this for our Christmas margaritas at the cookie exchange, so it just got a little bit sticky, just needs a good wipe down. I also need to replenish all of the hot chocolate items. They're actually coming in my food order this morning. That has been such a hit, the hot cocoa bar. My kids drink hot cocoa every single day. It does make quite a mess over here when they're making their hot cocoa because they do it themselves using the Keurig, but that's okay. It's easy to wipe down. I love having this area here. Not only does it look adorable and it's such a great place to decorate, but it really is so incredibly functional. So just going to give this a good wipe down, and then we're going to put all of our clean Christmas mugs back on the mug tree so we're ready to go for the start of the week.
Christmas time.
I purchased this adorable card for my mail lady for Christmas on Etsy. I saw the design. I fell absolutely in love with it. It is hand drawn and it was really affordable. It's from the shop 821 Studios on Etsy. I'll try to link it for you down below. I just wanted a nice card to say thank you to her. So I'm just going to fill this out. I also have a Dunkin' Donuts gift card for her, and I'll put that in my mailbox. And just a nice way to say thank you. We have a sticker inside of our mailbox as well that just says thank you, you are appreciated, and hopefully she knows that we appreciate all she does for our neighborhood. It's pretty hectic up here. There's still a ton of construction going on and we're just one big cul-de-sac, so I'm sure it's not easy to maneuver her way around, but want her to know that we appreciate all she does for us every single day. Excited to put that card in the mailbox. The other thing we're going to work on really quickly are our Christmas cards. Now, I always print our own Christmas cards. I just find them to be really expensive and I want to do it affordably because a lot of times these just end up in the trash. So what I did was I went on to Etsy and found a year in review card. I look up year in review or New Year's card and I use pictures. I pick, some of our favorites from the year and I try to make sure that every kid is represented equally, which can be kind of hard when there's 5 of them, but I think I did a good job. Definitely wanted to make sure that people could see how much Aiden has grown this year. He just towers over Danny and I. So picked some of my favorite pictures. I filled those in. You edit it yourself. And then I printed it on cardstock. And now I'm going to give these to my neighbors, my coworkers, and I'm going to mail them out to family and friends who aren't nearby. So love having a Christmas card and especially love it when I can save money. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of this week's Sunday Reset. I hope that you found some motivation. I cannot believe that we are in the last week of Christmas and Christmas will be here at the end of the week. I just feel like this season has flown by and I'm trying to savor every moment that I can before it's over. I hope that your holiday season is going beautifully. I hope that you are enjoying every second of it. And I will see you, my friends, in the next one. Have a great day.